Righto, welcome everyone. This is our assessment briefing for the Leadership Development Plan. This is assessment number 3 for term 3. I told you there's 4 decent size assessments in this term, and this is 3 of 4. This one, in my opinion, is the easiest one, so don't freak out. I'll take you through it very quickly. It's got 2 parts. You're going to create a leadership development plan for yourself using the template provided. And then the second part is you're going to get feedback on that plan from a supervisor or mentor and write a 150-word summary of that feedback, okay? So part A is the leadership development plan. And guess what? It's this simple. They've given you the template in this task assessment sheet. All you're doing is filling in the boxes. So you're putting your name, you're briefly describing your own leadership style, describing your own main strengths as a leader, describing what difficulties or challenges you have as a leader, describing a time when you're in charge of a group or team and how you handled those responsibilities, what were the results, how do you incorporate Christian values and integrity, and then you come to part 6 here, where you choose 3 kind of activities you're going to seek to undertake in the next little while to improve your leadership, right? They might be attending a course, they might be meeting regularly with a mentor. They might be reading a leadership book, might be going to a conference, anything you can think of, right? Putting it in there. It's so simple. You don't need to write paragraphs and paragraphs in these boxes. You just, as much as needs be, to answer the questions there. I would encourage you to read the leadership notes in the online platform. You've got some there from Pastor David Cartledge and Gerard Rowland, the PDFs. When you log into your online platform, because when they talk about leadership styles, they do mention those in the notes, and you can mention them by name in here. So, if you want to get the most out of the course, do your reading of the theory and talk about it in here. But that's part A done. You're just filling in these boxes and submitting that. Any questions so far? No. Wow. I knew it was easy. I knew it was simple. Okay. Part B, even simpler. And let's go back up to part B. Okay, part B, you're going to get the feedback of a supervisor or mentor, someone in a leadership position whom you trust. You're going to ask them to review your plan and provide feedback on your strengths, your areas for growth, and the action steps you've chosen. Discuss the feedback with them and write a 150-word summary. Who reviewed your plan? What was the key points of their feedback? What changes or additions will you make to your plan as a result of that feedback? And how has that feedback encouraged you or challenged you in thinking about Christian leadership? 150 words is 1 paragraph, really. Maybe 2 small paragraphs or 1 large paragraph. That's all it is. So if you look at the assessment criteria, here it is. You've got your own leadership style. Have you described it? Have you identified your own strengths? Have you identified your difficulties? It's everything we just talked about. And then the part B, you've received the feedback and you've written that 150 words, identifying 3 activities to strengthen or improve your leadership. Well, you're doing that in part 1 as well. That's it. I mean, you could do this up in 1 night. That's not, out of all the assessments you're doing this year, to me, this is the most straightforward, easy to do. You've also got, I think it's 3 quizzes to do. Do all the quizzes you come across. You're all adept at doing the quizzes now. And yeah, you've got a couple of weeks to get this one in. Any questions? Love it. I love it when I've stunned you all to silence. How good is that? All right. Okay, so I encourage you. This is an opportunity for you. As a piece of assessment, it's quite simple and easy, but as an exercise of self-discovery on someone who wants to improve in leadership, this can be powerful. What the heart of this assessment is actually encouraging you, not only in some self-reflection, but in some proactivity about, well, there's things that I can do to grow in leadership. Why don't I make a plan to do so? So if you actually filled out that plan at the end where you choose 3 actions to improve your leadership and executed those, well, to me, that's what this course is about. We're getting an hour together here, but you can take principles that you've learned and apply them, habits you've learned. Start reading some books, maybe those conferences, whatever it is, regular meetings with a mentor, things that can set you up for the rest of your life. So as an assessment piece, easy, something that can have an effect on your life, can be profound, totally up to you how much you want to put into it and what you want to get out of it. All good. Thanks for hanging out tonight.